What's up guys, Ryan here, RW Clutch. I'm gonna call myself Ryan there for the rest of all these videos about vaping. Here I'm bringing you a review of the Aspire Nautilus BDC tank by Aspire. And if you're new to vaping, BDC means bottom dual coil design, meaning the atomizers have two coils in them and they're located at the bottom of the atomizer instead of up top like a lot of the starter clearomizers are. So this device, it's not stock. I got a steel replacement tank because on Friday night I was cleaning it and I dropped it, which caused it to shatter, and I cut my finger pretty badly. So I was like, I don't want to deal with glass tanks, I don't want to deal with the chance of them breaking, I don't want to deal with the cuts, the cleanup, all of that stuff, especially on a device which is fairly new on the market, meaning the parts were a little bit more pricey. So I went to eBay, found a replacement steel tank, cost me $15, $20 including priority shipping. Well worth the investment. I got it today, I've been vaping on it, and it's hitting just as hard, if not harder, than what it was earlier. So a little bit of the background on the Aspire Nautilus. It is it's a 510 connection thread, meaning it will work on any Ego device or any mechanical mod. But most people I see use these, they use them on regulated devices, so something like a Vamo, a MVP, to anything of the like. The big kicker that most people love about this tank, which I love also, is its adjustable airflow. So I'm going to try and hold this up. I do apologize for the camera quality, it is a webcam, but see that air hole? I'm going to tilt, and I'm going to turn my device. There we go. And if you can hear that, which I'll hold next to the mic so you can, that is the device locking into place for the airflow. And the different air hole sizes are 0.9 millimeters, 1.1 millimeters, 1.4 millimeters, and 1.8 millimeters. So you've got a nice range. The 0.9 millimeters is definitely for a warmer vapor, a much more flavorful hit, whereas the 1.8 millimeter is for cooler vapor, larger cloud, but you still get a good amount of flavor. And I primarily vape at a 1.8. Depends on if I'm trying to be discreet or not, but regardless of whatever size it is, you still get a lot of clouds. And either it's just the airflow design, it's 510 threading, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm loving it so far. This tank is huge, and it holds 5 millimeters of juice. So you go to a brick and mortar store, you order online, you get like a 10 ml bottle, 15 ml bottle. You're going to use that thing up in 2 or 3 refills with this device. However, unless you chain vape 24/7, this thing will last you 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Usually on average for me it lasts 4 days, which I mass order my juices, so I'm not really in like trouble for that. But regardless, it's phenomenal. The packaging it comes in this nice little box, which has a hologram on the back, seal of authenticity, with a little story about Nautilus's mission statement. When you open the box, you'll get a manual, which basically tells you everything you need to do, which is changing out the atomizer, taking the whole device apart, cleaning it, what it all comes with. And also in the box you get up top, which is a beauty ring for any Ego devices. Now when you order this device, it costs about $37 online or $40, depends on the store you go to. This comes with a 1.6 ohm stock coil already in the device and a 1.8 ohm coil as a backup, and they are phenomenal. I mean, I hit that thing when I first got it, I dripped some juice in, or I filled up the atomizer, I let it sit for a couple minutes, I hit it, I was chucking clouds. And I'll give you an example of that right now. I'm on the largest air hole setting. This is a 80% VG, 20% PG butterscotch mix from Mount Baker Vapor. So it definitely gets cloud. Oh, hold on. That would explain a lot. Let me do that again. I was vaping at 15 watts before. I was wondering why I was tasting burnt. Yeah, this thing, it hits like a champion. You get full flavor. You get a nice vape in your lungs. It's not scorching your throat. It's not tearing it apart. This thing also has a standard 510 drip tip that comes with it, and I have to say this is probably the best drip tip I've used. That thing has some diameter inside of it. That is just solid air coming through. The drip well in this thing is nice and deep. It's got a nice recess in there, so if you decide to drip through the mouthpiece, it's definitely going down into the atomizer. Yeah, I mean, it's for this device, it being $37, the atomizers, replacement ones, they come in a nice little box with a code you scratch off and check online to see if it's authentic. The atomizers cost about $3.44 a piece, so I usually order in packs of 5 or 10. But I go through an atomizer maybe in 5 days to a week and a half, depending on how heavily I vape. Changes for the person, but if you can make them last, you make them last. And Rip Trippers actually did a video on rebuilding the Nautilus atomizers. They're a bit challenging, but you can get them done, which in turn will save you a lot of money. So my final thoughts on this tank, from it being compared to like the King or Aero tank or any other big tank that's not a RDA or RBA, I have to say this definitely gets the edge. And the reason why is not only is its size and the look of it just a lot more elegant, the airflow locking mechanism is fantastic. I mean, you can just hear this thing. It locks into place. You lock it once, you put it in your pocket, it's not moving. The Aero tank, I've read reviews, it kind of slides around a bit. It becomes like not on the setting that you left it at, and that's something I really don't like. I mean, craftsmanship for these guys, top notch, good job. If I had the glass tank, I would do a review on like the glass of it, but it's shattered and it's in the trash because I just don't want to look at it. It hurts me a little bit. But yeah, that's really it for this video. I've got another review coming up of the Vamo V5, the Kangertech Mini Pro Tank 2, and a nice little company, which would be a little surprise for a future video. But I hope you guys enjoy it. My name's Ryan, and remember, keep vaping. Have a good one.